We have seen the likes of Abhishek and Sanju Samson open. Then you have Tilak Verma coming at number 3. Then Surya. So that is where I think a lot of people are getting confused. But I believe that he was always in the plans of the management, and he must have. They must be having one particular role for this guy.
Where does that leave Yashasvi Jaiswal, who has also done as consistently as Shubman Gill over the last few years? So that's my question. As in, like, would you break that opening combination?
MRF as a tire manufacturer, but as a bat sponsor, they've always found out superstars when they were young.
Look across the border. Babar, a bigger star than anyone else.
You're talking about two of the greatest ODIs players ever born in any era. And they have given so much to the game.
So Babar is not a great in ODI cricket.
Babar is a fraud.
Right now, you're going to thrust him in everywhere. He's going to be like a flavor of the season. And then once that dies off, he will also die off. Not in the way like how a Rohit and Kohli did it. Because they built it on respect, performances, and their aura that you have.
Welcome back to another episode of Sledging Room. Saurav Allen, the dust has settled over the India-England series. That's why we are here to discuss Kohli versus War 2. Which of the two August 14 releases will, win the box office war?
Okay.
What do you think, Alan?
I'm going for both movies. So.
Both movies on day one.
Oh, Alan is off and he's using that off.
Yeah,
to the full.
I'll watch both movies and I think I'll write a who won the war. Probably we'll see that day.
You ask him to talk about Babar, Shubman Gill, Alan might not be this interested, but on day one...
It's a no contest, no. Babar, Shubman Gill. Babar was given the tightrope.
Probably like Kohli versus War 2 to me. No contest. But yeah, no, we are not here to discuss that. Probably an entertainment podcast will discuss that. But we are here to discuss Babar's, failures. We're walking on a tightrope.
Yes,
we had an article on Sunday morning. A Sunday morning read from our very own Sabyasachi Chaudhary, talking about what Babar needs to do now that he is not in the T20I team and test team maybe iffy hai. So what can he do in this 3-match ODI series against West Indies? Pakistan are currently playing the West Indies. And the day we write that, Babar goes for a 3-ball duck.
I wonder if it is our jinx because it's been 71 innings across all 3 formats. He's not scored 100. He was considered to be T20I great, the number one batter in T20Is. He's not even getting a game in that T20I side. So
maybe he's reserving his best for the Asia Cup.
If he gets a chance in the Asia Cup.
If the Asia Cup goes ahead.
Yeah.
If a lot of things, like we are here to talk about the Asia Cup squad selection that is doing a lot of buzz over the last few days. Just because there's nothing happening in Indian cricket, maybe a 1-month break, which is, like Harsha Bhogle said, very well deserved for the players and well deserved for the people who are watching and covering the game as well, because there was too much of cricket in the lead up to this break. But coming to this buzz, people are quite vocal and people have reported that Shubman Gill, India's newly appointed test captain, who led India to a drawn series in England, will be back in the T20I fold. The last time he played T20I was in July 2024. And he was not part of the T20 World Cup squad. So, as in, like, I'm not surprised looking at the recent developments, but are you guys?
No. I mean, when Gautam Gambhir became the head coach, he appointed Shubman Gill as the vice-captain in white ball cricket, ODIs and T20s. Yeah. So he was always in the plans of the management for T20I format. Yes, over the past 1 year, we have not seen him play T20Is. We have seen the likes of Abhishek and Sanju Samson open. Then you have Tilak Verma coming at number 3, then Surya. So that is where I think a lot of people are getting confused. But I believe that he was always in the plans of the management, and he must have. They must be having one particular role for this guy. Because if he has been appointed the vice-captain across both formats and captain in the test format, it means he is one of the most important players after the Kohli and Rohit era.
But is it not unfair on someone like Abhishek and Sanju Samson? Like, if you're going to appoint him as the vice-captain, you're going to play him in the 11. So you're going to disturb that opening combination that has been doing well for us for quite some time. We all thought that India probably might have moved on from Shubman and Yashasvi. So where does that leave Yashasvi Jaiswal, who has also done as consistently as Shubman Gill over the last few years? So that's my question. As in, like, would you break that opening combination, Al?
No, honestly saying I would not. But like you said, the suggestions, I think a lot of people have mistaken this because it was long before that Shubman Gill was made vice captain. This is not a new development.
No.
I think the ODI vice captain...
Was he made the white ball vice captain as he suggested, or was it just the ODI?
No.
White ball vice captain.
Both white ball vice captain. I still remember, I think me and Kingshuk were discussing it amongst ourselves that, why is he made the vice captain when he is not a surety in the T20I side?
Yes.
But now, then also I said the same thing that whatever happens, he's going to be someone who is going to be a regular in this team. He's part of the leadership group as well. So if you ask me, I would not disrupt that opening partnership because it has, for Sanju Samson also, he has done very well. The amount of chances that he's got, he's played that aggressive style with the Indian team. Abhishek has done well. Both of them have got a partnership going. Now, if you're bringing in Shubman, it would either have to be at number 3. Now, if that is going to be your move, then what happens to a Tilak Verma?
So Khichdi, you are going to do one Khichdi in the T20 side as well.
Yeah, because then you cannot stop a Tilak Verma from playing for India because he has been censored.
Already we spoke about that in the past episodes of the Sledging Room, that if Surya comes in at number 4, it's still a waste of his resources. Now if you're playing Shubman at 3, Tilak at 4 and Surya at 5, then you hardly Surya will get 10 to 8 overs in a match.
And same thing with Tilak. Tilak is also a very good batter right at the top. Honestly saying, the only position that might be a little iffy is at number 5. Maybe it was Rinku Singh, who did not have a great IPL last season. So probably he might get this thing. But he is also, we know that he's a finisher. He's a guy who can single-handedly change a match. Yeah. He has that tempo to, kind of hold the innings as well as go big when it is needed.
Just because he's from KKR, you're saying all this. When was the last time he finished a match for you guys? Tell me that.
So
he finished you guys.
Last season did not work out for him, but I think in the Indian team, given his skill set as a fielder, as a guy who's a trusted batter in that middle order.
But I am just asking, in a cutthroat competition like T20Is, Rinku hasn't done well in the last 2 IPL seasons. Hasn't done anything of note whenever he has gotten a chance in the international games. Does he still warrant a place in the side for the Asia Cup?
I think he will be part of that squad. But the playing 11, a lot of things have changed now. As we were talking about Shubman.
So, cutting back to him and putting the same question to you, where do you think, you both agree that Shubman deserves a place in the T20I squad? If yes, where does he bat?
No, I'm not saying that he deserves the place. I've always maintained that it is a team management that has a plan for him. It's not you, me or Alan deciding that Shubman will play and Samsung will not play. It is a team management which gave him the role of vice-captaincy. No.
Tell me where he'll play.
No, that is what I'm saying. Because
you're beating around the bush.
No, I'm not beating around the bush. I'm telling you the fact. And if you ask me, my personal opinion is he does not fit in that T20 11. He just does not fit here.
He averages 50. He averaged 50 in the IPL.
Then again, it's the Babar
strike rate of 140.
No, it's again the Babar Azam story.
Strike rate of 140. No, Babar Azam never, in even his wildest dreams, he must not have had a strike rate of 140.
I'll tell you, pitches in the IPL are a lot more different than what pitches you will have in Asia Cup. In Asia Cup or in the T20 World Cup also when you play in India. I don't think they're going to give these roads to bat in the international matches where India plays against these teams in Asia Cup or in the T20 World Cup.
A guy who has scored 750 runs in the England Test series, and you're saying that he will score only runs on
you're
balls.
mixing the formats again, right? Why would you mix the format?
This is the problem with Gambhir and this is the problem with Akshay. You are behaving like Gautam Gambhir. Just because someone has scored runs in Test cricket, you are wanting to get the place in the T20 side.
See, so you both agree that he has to be in the squad, but he doesn't deserve a place in the 11.
No, he does not.
He does. See, if I look at how this team has performed, without big names like you said, a big name like Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill is a big name right now. Let's come to that common ground. Maybe after Rohit and Kohli, probably the most important guy in this Indian team. But does he?
Bumrah is hearing this.
Bumrah, okay, if the workload management allows, I guess.
Shiraj Bhai is hearing this.
So, even in their case, like you look at that T20I team, you don't really need to make a lot of changes. Sanju Samson has done well, given the chances that he was handed over. He did well as an opener. Abhishek Sharma has done nothing wrong to be dropped from that team. Now, where does a Shubman Gill fit? Are you going to put him at the opening spot with Abhishek Sharma, given that they have got a good camaraderie and they play for the same state? Are you going to do that, and are you going to bring in a Jitesh Sharma at 5 or 6? That then you are going to probably kick out a Rinku Singh from this side. Now, that is something that this team management has to decide upon, because Shubman Gill opening the batting, I am not really certain that if you open with Shubman Gill, then what happens to a Tilak Verma? Surya Kumar Yadav, anything beyond 4 is not good enough for Surya Kumar Yadav. Him coming in at 5 is almost like the KKR case, which is why he left KKR in the first place.
Yeah.
So this is where I think the team has, or probably Gambhir has shot himself in the foot. Because Shubman, yes, great IPL season, fantastically led the team, but was he the right, did we jump the gun with selecting him as the vice captain? That is my only concern.
That's also a threat to Surya Kumar Yadav, is it?
No, so my biggest question to the management is right now, so before the IPL, if I'm not wrong, we played England in a home T20 series, right?
5 T20 series.
Okay. Abhishek Sharma scored 100. Samsung looked iffy, but he scored some good runs. He was scoring at a brisk rate. Tilak Verma played a match-winning knock batting at number 3. Okay. Surya, as we all know, is one of the best T20 batters ever. You can't remove him. So your top 4 are there. Where do you fit in Shubman Gill? If you look at your last T20 series, where you actually decimated England, dominated and decimated England, and now when you're talking about this Asia Cup squad, my biggest concern right now is that if I have to make a call, apart from Bumrah, I don't see any other player making the playing 11 of this same side where he was not part of for last 1 year.
Yeah.
Because the basic example of any good team is, like, if I am playing a Continental Cup and if I have to select a squad and if I select a playing 11, if I'm making the change to an already settled unit, I need to make a change where this particular player, whoever he or she is, has to come and upgrade that position.
Yeah.
As a batter, as a bowler.
Yeah.
I don't think Shubman Gill is an upgrade on Sanju Samson.
No.
I don't
Not
think,
even on Abhishek Sharma.
No, I don't think. I don't think he's an upgrade on Surya, on Tilak Verma, on Hardik Pandya. And if you talk about vice captaincy, when he was made the vice captain, I remember me and you, we were talking and we had said that you did not make Hardik the captain. You gave Surya the captaincy. Fine. You can't take away that vice captaincy from Hardik. This is absolutely unfair. What wrong has he done in T20I format? He bowled that match-winning over in the T20 World Cup final, where you defeated South Africa. You were on the edge of a seat and you won that game. So he has given you everything. With the bat, he has proved his. He comes over down the order, scores some good runs, he finishes games for you. He has been giving you good 4 overs. In the first power play, if you want him to bowl, he bowls there. If you want to bowl in the death over, he bowls there. So he has done everything. Why will you strip him of vice captaincy?
Yeah.
So
there is Aksar also.
Yeah,
there is Aksar.
Yeah. So like you asked, this is not a threat for Surya. This is a threat for Hardik for me. Because Surya is, I think, is in late 30s, 31, 32, 33.
Early 30s, yeah.
He's
34, 35, around that range.
So I don't think Surya will last after T20 World Cup, because the way this team is behaving, that they want a transition after every year, they don't want old player, they want a young blood, especially the Gambhir management. I don't think Surya will have that rope if he fails to perform in the T20 World Cup.
Is it a case of just, the superstars pushing to be all format players?
I think that is.
And it's also a big test for Gambhir, as in who has always spoken about, not mixing formats, being clear. So if he, like you said, if he does that, it's like shooting himself on the foot.
One more thing I wanted to point out.
Yeah.
That whatever happens in Indian cricket does have a commercial value to it.
Yes.
Fine. So you remember that District 2 podcast, which is happening in England during the test series. So Ravi Shastri was talking to Michael Vaughan, Alistair Cook and David Lloyd, and they asked him, what is it that makes India a more loving country for cricket? And what are the commercial benefits? So Ravi Shastri gave an example that, especially since this commercialized has boomed in India in 1990s, from Sachin Tendulkar to Virat to Rohit, we have always had superstars from Dhoni who have actually been the face of Indian cricket. Now, to be the face of Indian cricket, you have to be an all-format player. You just can't play T20s or ODIs or Tests and be the face of Indian cricket.
Can I not be an all-format coach and be the face of the Indian cricket? Gautam Gambhir.
It has never happened till now. It might happen, but it has never happened. Fine. With Shubman Gill also, Shastri said very rightly, this boy has got looks, he has got the talent, and he has now been given the captaincy of Test cricket. And now that his team has actually drawn a series against England's fast bowlers in their conditions, he has got a much more say. He's got much more say in whatever happens in cricket. And Gambhir would like to cash in on that. Even the BCCI would like to cash in on him and make him an all-format player to appease the advertisers, to bring more deals and make him the new poster boy of Indian cricket after Kohli and Rohit.
Whatever you say might seem ridiculous on the outside, that we are selecting players based on their looks. But this, like Ravi Shastri said, like you quoted him, this holds water, isn't it? There is a bit of logic to that.
Even there was an interesting fact. Last day I was going through one of those YouTube videos. It was a very simple video. It was about how Shubman Gill got that MRF deal. Now, one of the things that pointed out, and it struck me, was the fact that MRF as a bat manufacturer,
Tire manufacturer,
but as a bat sponsor, they've always found out superstars when they were young. Like for Sachin was a big example for it. Then you had Kohli, when he was just about to hit that stride, when he was about to hit that prime, they got him in. Now with Shubman also, just before a monumental England series during the Champions Trophy, where he had started off with a certain bat manufacturer and in between he shifted to MRF. That clearly shows that, this guy is going to be the next big star. Whether you like it or not, he is going to be put down our throats.
So sack the selection committee, make MRF the selectors. No, both of you are like, Akshay, going behind brands.
Akshay, you are talking like you don't know how the brand deal work in Indian cricket.
Who else used MRF in Indian cricket?
Rohit Sharma also did.
Rohit Sharma did?
Yeah, Rohit Sharma did for
Rohit Sharma.
Did AB de Villiers do?
Use.
And Gautam Gambhir also at one point.
Brevis used it?
No.
Brian Lara used to use it. Siwa used to use it.
But Punter never, no?
Never.
But when you look at that, on that side as well, when you look at it, it is, when it comes to the Indian players, they have always caught them young. Because that is how their brand and Indian cricket, it's almost like that brand and the Indian cricket goes simultaneously in terms of stardom. When you talk about stardom. Another interesting fact which I felt is because probably this India's approach of going hell for leather might work on the Indian flat tracks. Maybe it does not work in UAE. And there you might need a Shubman Gill kind of an innings, which he used. He was playing in
the Asia Cup,
in the
Champions Trophy.
In the Champions Trophy and in the IPL, where he was scoring at a brisk rate. Let's not make a mistake about it. But the fact was, he was concentrating more on rotating strike and ensuring that he stays there. So probably that is also a thinking behind it. But yeah, for me, if you're sticking by that approach of going hell for leather from the get-go, he does not fit in this team. And that's a sad reality, but then you completely have to rejig your entire team.
Okay, if you were to drop one of the two, Samson or Abhishek, who will it be?
None.
One of the two.
No, why will I drop? No.
Don't be like Gambhir.
No, I'm not
Ronaldo or Messi, you say Rashford. No.
I will be very frank with you.
If you have to drop, that's the question.
So if I have to drop, that's a very tough question to ask because these two have given us so much good knocks.
Okay, in the top four, if you have to drop one.
Tilak Verma.
I would...
Not because of his form and but because he's the youngest of them lot and he will get a lot more chances.
You ask Alan whether Shubman Gill or Yashasvi Jaiswal for the opening slot, he'll be like Angrish Raghuvanshi.
I am going to probably get the wrath of my my fellow Kerala people.
Samson.
But I think Samson, just because of the fact that you have a Jitesh lined up. Jitesh can come lower down the order. Because Abhishek, in the last England series, we saw that Abhishek was more consistent than Samson. Samson was struggling, especially against a short ball. Abhishek showed no... he does have his own weaknesses, but he did not show it during that series. And he was going very well, especially in that Mumbai match against England. So that is why I feel maybe Samson might not get the nod and Shubman might come in because of his...
Chennai Vandari Cheta. This is the line.
This is the line that was being used.
Your own people are backstabbing you.
Yeah.
It's the time to come to Chennai now.
Time to come to Chennai. Yes. I think that is probably in his future as well. Let's see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel Samson might because I don't want to drop a Tilak Verma. Tilak Verma has done exceptionally well at number 3. He was, and then like you can't drop Surya Kumar Yadav. Sorry, he's the captain. So
yeah,
obviously,
you can't drop the captain.
I just wanted to, discuss a couple more points, but we'll talk in detail about Asia Cup. Maybe the squad is coming the 3rd week of August is what we've been told, but you never know. It might come early. We might have another episode of podcast previewing the squad selection. But you brought up Jitesh Sharma. So is it just Sanju and Jitesh? No Ishan, no Dhruv Jurel in the setup?
no.
I don't think so.
No. That's sorted, right?
Yeah, because for Ishan Kishan, I think he's out of the
100
plans.
in the SRH, yeah.
Yeah, he's out of the plans, and even in the IPL, apart from that 100, he did not do a lot
Nothing
of
of
good, he did not
anything
play
of
a lot of good in knocks. Whereas Jitesh played a very, very important role in RCB's title winning run. Had he not played that knock against LSG in that qualifier,
I don't remember that much of IPL now,
Yeah.
especially after this 5-test
Yeah,
England
same.
series.
no, but again,
Who won the IPL? Punjab.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you hate RCB and you can do this,
Yeah.
but RCB have actually broken the title jinx.
Yeah, but Jitesh was a real pillar for them.
Yeah, hero for them. Yeah, so I think that opens up that middle order spot as well. If a finisher role, which is like you said, Rinku is not fitting in that role, maybe Jitesh can do that because Jitesh has been sensational for RCB this season. He's got form on his side. Probably you will push up a Hardik Pandya to number 5 maybe and have a Jitesh at 6. That also helps the team out. So that is where I feel Samson might have a little bit of an issue. And yeah.
Just one more before we head into another big debate. Is Bumrah playing the Asia Cup or not?
No, I don't think they will list Bumrah with the Asia Cup.
Yeah.
Siraj?
No, Siraj is not part of the T20I side and or in the plans. He's not in the plans for T20I format, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, same with me. I don't think, given how like this team functions and how much importance Asia Cup has, it's basically just a tournament with no major stakes on the line, apart from maybe winning the silverware. But from what we can see, it's like the Indian team does not give a lot of care for that tournament as such. And because of which, I don't see Bumrah coming in. He'll be given a long rest. Maybe he'll be back for the West Indies series, which also I don't feel he should be playing 2 matches. Maybe let Siraj and some of the other new bowlers get a chance. And let Bumrah take a well-needed rest and then let him be ready for future.
IPL 2026.
The big question comes here.
Yeah. But yeah, as in like, without telling me why or explaining it, tell me if India should play Pakistan in the Asia Cup.
No.
You, Alan?
Yes.
Cool. That's up for debate later.
Yeah.
But you know what? When we don't have anything in cricket, when there is a lull, suddenly these two come into the limelight. They will be targeted.
Yeah.
There will be stories well reported or misquoted or agendas being peddled. And we have come to that stage again. Virat and Rohit retired from T20Is after the World Cup last year. They retired from Test cricket midway through the IPL before the England series. That was a bit of a shock. Yes, Rohit, okay, you could have sensed it, but Virat quitting Tests before the England series was a bit of a shock. Now there are rumours, reports, whatever you want to call it, saying that they might not play beyond the Australia tour, which is in October, which is the next ODI assignment for India. India was scheduled to play Bangladesh in August in a 3 ODI series. That was widely expected to be Rohit and Virat's comeback. But now that has been pushed October. Why this debate? As in like, are they not good enough to play the 2027 World Cup? Why are we talking about it now that whether they will last the next 2 years, whether Australia will be their last tour? India plays, say, 12 ODIs before the IPL next year. 3 against Australia, 3 against a visiting South African team, 3 against New Zealand, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And 3 against England in England.
Yeah.
That probably might be after the IPL also, I'm not sure. But
Yeah,
12 ODIs in the next 1 year. What should they do? As in like, should they play the Vijay Hazare Trophy?
You know, I don't understand this nonsensical drama over Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. This started in December when both of these could not perform in the Australia series. Virat, apart from that 100, did not do much. And then
Rohit, apart from that interview, didn't do anything.
Yeah, actually, he did not do anything. But then when they came to India and there were rumors and it looked like the BCCI has issued a diktat to both of them that to every one of, apart from Bumrah, if you want to play Test cricket for India, you have to play domestic cricket. And both of them actually played domestic cricket only to retire and not play any further Test cricket for India. So I don't buy into the merit of playing Vijay Haraj Trophy for you to play the ODIs.
See, there are 3 ODIs before that.
Yeah.
I think 6 ODIs before the Vijay Haraj Trophy starts in December. I think 3 against Australia and 3 against South Africa. So if they score 6 for 200s each in that series.
That is what I'm telling you. The last big ODI tournament you played was the Champions Trophy, right?
Yeah.
How did you win it? Who are your major contributors?
Shubman Gill.
Shubman Gill, oh my God. What did Virat Kohli do? He scored tons of runs for you. Bailed you in a lot of matches with KL Rahul. Rohit Sharma did not have a great tournament, but then in the final he comes and scores a brilliant 100. And his captaincy was
100
on
or
the spot.
80 odd.
70 odd.
Okay.
Yeah.
His captaincy was on the spot without Bumrah. He and Gambhir had a plan. And finally, it looked like this duo of Gambhir and Rohit is working in tandem and everything is going in their favor.
Yeah.
So now why will I disturb that thing? Why will Rohit not play ODIs? See, until unless Rohit and Virat, they themselves come out that we don't want to play, or when they play in Australia and they are just not able to time the ball, they're not able to run behind between the wickets, then I will question, they're not fit enough to play for India. Right now, it looks for me, they are fit enough. Like before the T20 World Cup, they did not play T20 cricket for 1 year. Both of them. They were called back one month before that for the Afghanistan series. They both came in and then they both played a T20 World Cup and he won a T20 World Cup. So why will I remove them? Yes, the ODI World Cup is like 2 years from now and you have got so many series to decide. So why not let them play and let their form take a call instead of speculating? Because I would want both of them to be part of that 2027 ODI World Cup squad. Rohit leading and Virat in batting at number 3.
And also the thing is that when you have these two guys going out, it's the same problem. Like, who do you replace a Rohit Sharma with?
Yeah.
I don't see a Shubman Gill playing like a Rohit Sharma has done in the ODIs for the last couple of years. Being that aggressor, getting people to change their lines and lengths and like absolutely thrashing the team in the first 10 overs. And then does a Shubman Gill or somebody else play the kind of knocks that Kohli has played? You might remember that Pakistan game where he guided us to victory. The kind of way that he played and how he frustrated Pakistan. Do we have anybody who can do the same role in that batting order?
Wow, that's exactly what we thought for the England Test series also.
No.
People came out and scored runs.
This is again, don't mix formats.
Yeah.
In Test cricket, both of them were struggling for runs. Kohli could not even time the ball and he was getting out in the same manner in every Test match. In ODIs, it's a completely different format. He scored tons of runs, centuries in the Champions Trophy, helped you win the tournament. Rohit also, he did not bat extremely well throughout the tournament, but then comes the main game and he steps up. Especially, and you saw what happened in 2023 World Cup. It was Rohit who set the platform for us in every game.
Yeah.
And Virat was the one who was actually the aggregator for us. Rohit was the aggressor, Virat was the aggregator. And then we had a blueprint on how Iyer will bat, how KL will bat, how Hardik will bat. Why will you disturb that? Until unless Virat and Rohit fail to score runs in the upcoming Australia series, I don't see that they should be quitting before the 2027 World Cup.
I mean, I have seen all this speculation, all the things of Rohit coming out wearing a t-shirt and he looked out of shape. How Virat's white beard is causing a havoc all over the place. I am like getting scared right now. I have started getting grays on my beard. I am like, will people write me off also in the near future? But those are not criterias for, like, you have a team that has been set up. The ODI team has been set up. I think there has not been a lot of changes coming in. Now, when you make these changes, you need to have backups. A guy like Yashasvi has not done, he's played one match in the ODIs. That's it.
Yeah.
Now, Virat at number 3 has been sensational for us. We have never thought about a time where who else can come in and play that role. So, these are questions that the management needs to ask because, like, you should not be forcing 2 of India's best ODI players out of a format when they can still deliver for the team.
Exactly.
when they are still getting runs. Champions Trophy was probably a test for both men after the Australia series debacle that had happened. But they performed well. They showed that they are still got it and they can still win you matches in ODIs. So then why is the need for doing transition in the name of transition? Yes, these guys will not continue for a long period of time. There might be 2 years max to max. But understand their value, let them decide on their own to step out. This has been, for me personally, when I sit here, when I look at it, when I go through the news, it does feel, even the pulse of the audience. There are a lot of people who are saying, I saw a tweet where a fan just said, please do not play Vijay Hazare Trophy and all that. You just retire because this is what the team management wants from you as well. So that is more or less like the people are also getting agitated by it. Why is there a question about these people? Why is there a question about Rohit and Kohli performing for the team? There was never a question. You have got 2 good players who can still deliver at their top. So let them play. And World Cup is still far away. We have got 2 more years. Maybe something happens. Maybe Kohli goes on a good run like how Sachin went on towards the end of his career during that 2011 World Cup.
Dhoni did in 2019 World Cup.
Or maybe that happens as well. But you can make a decision after that. Why force them right now into a complete international cricket retirement is something that is beyond me.
Why did you guys laugh? By the way, in Australia, before that World Cup, Dhoni won you matches along with Ambati Raidu.
No, when you talk about Dhoni and the 2020 World Cup, I only remember 2 games. The game against England and the game against New Zealand.
Yeah.
And we all know...
New Zealand was an outstanding game. Dhoni would have finished it had he not
Did he
gotten
finish
out.
it?
That was an unlucky
No, he did not finish
turn
So
of events.
So Dhoni retired when he knew that he could not do things rightly. He could not score the winning runs. Let Virat and Rohit take the call on themselves. What wrong have they done in the ODI format?
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a tweet asking, was Dhoni the last captain who had the power till he retired? Till he stepped down as captain?
I think yes.
2017, he stepped down as captain in his own terms. Test though, he didn't want to play it beyond 2014. If you look at Rohit after what happened, if you look at Virat, after Saurav Ganguly took over and, there was another influential figure there. Things didn't work out well. Again, Rohit, we all know what happened with him in the test format. T20 he took a own call, but now with ODI, I am increasingly fearing that Virat might just last the 2 years. Rohit probably might not. That's probably down to fitness and all that, but I hope Rohit stays there because that thing, as in sport is about being emotional, and Rohit has always been emotional, saying that I can win so many T20 World Cups and all that, but that ODI World Cup, which he missed in 2011, which India won in 2011, is always his dream, ultimate dream. But that's kind of, like you pointed out, a little unfair on these two, that every time something is not happening, somebody is not being... when Shubman Gill is not in the news, you bring back Virat Kohli.
Yeah, gray hair Virat Kohli getting ready for practice. This is the news today.
Yeah.
It is.
But one thing I would agree with whoever is taking these calls is, I would want these two to play Vijay Hazare Trophy, as in like to be in form. Because if you're just playing 12 ODIs in the next 1 year and then an IPL, I would want them to come to Vijay Hazare Trophy and play. Anyways, they can't play the entirety of Vijay Hazare Trophy. I saw the schedule. It will clash with the January ODIs that you're playing. So maybe a couple of games in Vijay Hazare Trophy. Maybe
no, for me, like, okay, you want to bring these guys in, get the hype of the tournament up. That is well and good. Like, let all the Indian, like how England are doing right now with the 100.
Yes.
They are making all of their players go and play in the 100. Stokes is not playing, but he's still around the system. So in that sense, yes, I am more than happy, because most of the times nobody looks at these Vijay Hazare Trophy unless like we hear a tweet saying, oh, Karun Nair scored 500s on the trot. He's in stunning form. Maybe a Kohli comes in or a Rohit comes in. These kind of players also get that exposure. In that sense, yes, wonderful. But
don't judge them based on the performances.
But to judge them, I don't know. Because I feel they have enough merit in their tank because of what they did in the Champions Trophy as well to stay in it. So why do you need to push... Like playing domestic cricket just for the name of it or the sake of it is not needed for these two guys. That is what I believe. Yes, you brought in the Ranji Trophy thing because they were not doing well in red ball cricket. I understand that. But why Vijay Hazare Trophy? Has there ever been a series where like 2 series we are playing, a Rohit and a Kohli comes in out of a break? Do you ever feel that, oh, these guys are completely out of touch?
But that was a little different before, right? They were playing multiple formats. Now they're playing only one format and probably an IPL. So you need to be in touch for their own good. They should probably play Vijay Hazare.
But they have got, like I said, I keep on beating that same drum. They have got merit in their ranks. You do not see Rohit Sharma changing his approach because of him being away from the game for a long period of time. He comes in, he plays that same way. Virat Kohli does the same thing as well. Then why do you need to force it
Look
down?
across the border. Babar, a bigger star than anyone else.
Oh my God.
Plays
Why
domestic
am I
cricket.
hearing this?
Plays domestic
And
cricket.
what does he do there? That is also the question.
That is where I was going to come. Akshay, you're talking like we are talking about someone from Sri Lanka or West Indies or Kenya or Zimbabwe. You're talking about 2 of the greatest ODIs players ever born in any era. And they have given so much to the game.
So Babar is not a great in ODI cricket.
Babar is a fraud. For all the technical ability that he has had, his temperament is just not there. You can see that. Always he wanted to be the captain. He and his father and his brother. So they had this I want to be the captain and my friends will play cricket for Pakistan. Look at what he has done to Pakistan cricket.
Yeah.
And till the time Pakistan cricket realized that he's a fraud, they were done.
The whole team became a fraud.
Yeah.
Transitioned into a fraud.
So they removed him from T20Is. Now they're like, okay, no problem. Abhi World Cup aa raha, ODI World Cup, usme khilayenge Babar bhai aapko, aa jao. When he comes, scored some 47 or 75 balls. He's playing the cricket of 1980s. Next game, he comes,
Classic
3
player.
ball duck.
Classic player. Vintage player.
I mean,
that is
I
what
don't
Akshay will
understand
say
hype
right
around
now.
that guy. This is because this is just like we don't have anyone. Okay, कोई बात नहीं. हम इसी को superstar बना देंगे और बना दिया उसको superstar. All brand endorsements, everything around Pakistan cricket was around Babar Azam. And look at where Pakistan cricket is.
Still Babar has the best cover drive in cricket.
Yeah. Oh, good for reels. Good for reels.
I can
Good
keep
for
on
reels.
riling you up.
No, good for reels. Yeah, that's what to say.
But like,
One quick last question before we wind up this episode of Sledging Room podcast. Shubman Gill captain, Rohit Sharma playing under him in 2027 World Cup. Do you see that happening?
It might happen with our coach Saab because
But will Rohit agree to that?
I don't think so. So this is a very, very make or break situation for Rohit Sharma's international career.
See, Dhoni played under Kohli.
Dhoni was
2.5 years.
Dhoni was the one who groomed Kohli to be his deputy.
If you didn't groom anyone, that's your problem.
Rohit, it's not like Rohit did not groom anyone. Hardik Pandya was the vice captain. KL was the vice captain. How many matches was Gill was the vice captain under Rohit Sharma's captaincy? Tell me.
Champions Trophy, he was the vice captain.
yeah,
Right?
Champions Trophy, one tournament, fine. And more importantly, if you want to give Gill the captaincy on the name of giving him a longer run and giving India a young captain so that he can fit in, this has to hold some merit.
But why don't we look at the other way? As in when Rohit is around itself, Gill gets the captaincy and Rohit is around to mentor him through the rest of the cycle till the 2027 World Cup. Probably that might also work, right? As in like Dhoni did that to Kohli like for 2 years. Although Kohli didn't end up winning a lot of tournaments after that.
And
That experience when you have a shoulder to lean on.
But I think
one more thing. I have a very, very controversial opinion that you are putting so much on Shubman Gill. Yes, his team drew a series in England, but it was not on his tactical brilliance or Coach Gambhir's team selections.
Again, I'm getting back to that sort of thing.
No,
At 26, Virat was an all-format captain. Babar was an all-format captain at 27 or something.
And what Babar did to Pakistan cricket,
Whatever it is,
Okay.
the superstars have to take the responsibility. If you are a superstar, you have to take the
Shubman Gill,
responsibility.
yeah, that is what I'm saying. Shubman Gill is being framed as the superstar. He is one of the stars of Indian cricket right now. Let him score and perform and let him win you more games. Kohli used to win games against prime Lasith Malinga at the age of 22-23. I want Shubman Gill to do something like that before getting captaincy for India. You're giving him the captaincy in Test cricket, great, fine. You played against a subpar England team and their own home conditions where their main fast bowlers were not there, and there were so many catches dropped from both sides. A lot of haywire things happened, and in the nick of the moment, you finally managed to level the series. Before the last wicket fell, we all knew England could win the series 3-1. Would you have the same narrative then? No. You can't have this. I'm not see, I have been an Indian cricket fan, and I'm proud to say that my cricket team in this has always won things. They reach the finals of big tournaments. I don't see Shubman Gill like the captain who will take you to the final of an ICC tournament in his first captaincy, in his debut tournament.
I agree to one fact which Saurabh is saying. Like, putting all the pressure on him right now does not also work out for us. Rohit Sharma is an experienced hand, because with Rohit, he has demanded that respect from this team, right? With Dhoni, there was that respect, and Dhoni gave that respect to Kohli, and Kohli carried it forward. Kohli got his own people in, and they were all starting to perform under him. While Dhoni slowly became like a character in the background, he was there, but he was not at the forefront of it. Now let a Gill slowly become, if you want to make him the superstar, let him take more responsibility with the bat. Let him show some aggression right up top, like how Rohit is doing. Maybe follow suit. Or maybe when a Virat is there, he can probably become a run machine under Virat's guidance. And then you put him into the spotlight of being the captain, which I don't see it happening in 2 years' time. Give him some breathing space as well. He's already got the test cricket thing on his head. And he is now being put into the T20Is as well. Let him slowly develop, and then, see, we know that inevitably he's going to be all-format player and the all-format captain. I'm saying that right now, he is going to end up taking up all three formats and becoming the single captain of all three sides. That is where this is heading towards. Now, for these two, for this format and the T20Is, let him grow into that role. Let him take more responsibility, be the aggressor, and sometimes save the team, win a run chase, maybe 5 or 6 or 7. How he was performing in England, let him do that. Right now, you're going to thrust him in everywhere. He's going to be like a flavor of the season. And then once that dies off, he will also die off. Not in the way like how a Rohit and Kohli did it, because they built it on respect, performances, and their aura that you have. Shubman has not got that aura right now. Let him build on it.
Today, we have selected teams based on looks,
aura,
and aura.
Yeah, I think we have to go the Gen Z way also a little bit.
But you're not talking about the main thing which me and Alan talk. The performances. Shubman Gill has to keep on performing. Virat Kohli had a generational series in Australia, in the tri-series with India, Australia, and Sri Lanka playing. You have an ODI series coming in Australia. Let's see what Shubman Gill does there.
And then
leave the marketing bit out, leave the aura bit out, leave the face bit out. Let him perform. Let's see what happens then.
He averages more than some of the guys you talk about in ODI cricket. Already an established superstar in ODI cricket.
Who? Shubman. Yes, absolutely. He had a sensational...
truck roads of runs.
2023 was sensational for him.
No, I'm telling you, let him win a match on his own. Let him win a series on his own. Let him show that spark of brilliance.
Yeah. Because if you are going to throw out a Kohli...
In my opinion... there is more likelihood of him becoming the ODI captain than him becoming the T20I, mainstay. Is what I think. Because he's a tailor-made for ODI cricket, is what I think.
Yeah.
Good in tests, proving to be good in tests. Not a T20I, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Not a T20I enforcer at this point. He can be a good anchor. Something that Virat did for us like for the last 3-4 years. But I think that him becoming the ODI captain before the ODI World Cup is probably on the cards.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he takes up number 3 also from Virat. Maybe not.
I think he would love to take that.
If he takes up number 3 from Virat, who he considers him to be his idol, and I think Kohli also has that soft spot for Shubman because of their roots being same, and we've seen them interact in the team as well.
Kohli calls him the star boy.
Just hope that Shubman doesn't grey his beard and come out to bat.
I think that is also inevitable at some point, probably. But yeah, I think Shubman might end up being the number 3 also. Captain and number 3, that is the biggest responsibilities he could have. ODI may he'll be at number 3. Test may is at number 4. He's following the Virat Kohli route, in my opinion. So that, like you said, it might be inevitable. But for me, I think Rohit and Kohli has to play the 27 World Cup. There is no ifs and buts. If both of them have fitness and they have the mind to go ahead and do it, they should play.
I think by the time we meet them next week, we'll have a little more clarity on all these, at least on the Asia Cup thing. I don't know what clarity do we need about Rohit and Kohli. As far as we are concerned, they should stay on till the 2027 World Cup.
Yes.
But it's also important to get the thoughts of our listeners and viewers on, whether Shubman Gill is cut for T20Is and what's the buzz about, what's the fuss about, Virat and Rohit in the ODI squad. You can send in your thoughts on 8588 966 996. If you're listening to us on Spotify and Apple Podcast, please do rate us. And like we always say, if you're watching us on YouTube, please leave your comment. We'll be more than happy to learn your feedback. Thank you. Have a great week.